Okay. Is it picking me up? Can you hear me? That looks like that's not right. Give me a second. Properties. Yep. Is that it? Hang on. How about that? That's the one. That's the one I want. The other one was the webcam. Okay. All right. Wonderful joys of trying to get everything set back up with a new computer and new setup. Same hard drive. It's just everything was. It was a whole thing. So let me explain what's been going on. Posted the picture of the new desktop, courtesy of my wonderful loving sister. Very grateful for this new computer. It's got, as you could see through the clear side of the box there, it's got a really nice heavy duty, brand spanking new GPU, and everything runs really, really nicely. I can put everything on the highest graphics settings again, so I'm going to be updating some of my other games, and we'll see about in the future possibly being able to stream those things again, like Elder Scrolls Online. I'd like to add Elder Scrolls Online back to the stream schedule, so we'll see if that works. Had a little bit of a connection issue there because this desktop doesn't have an internal wireless card like my last one did. So it's got a USB fob on the back that, well, it was plugged into one of the USB ports on the front side area here, but it kind of was this big thing sticking out, and I wanted that USB port free for other things. Because there's only two, whereas my last tower had four in the front. Heater kicked on and it moved the door. Yeah, anyway. So when we got the new desktop set up, there was we put my hard drive in there, but there was also a solid state drive, which turns out I don't really need it. It was only like 120 gigs on the solid state, and it's like I really don't need that. I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive. But we had to make it so that we took I couldn't find my files. Turns out they got moved somewhere else, which was really dumb. And then she came over today, and we got my hard drive switched over to being the primary drive that the computer boots from. We took the SSD out. It's in the old tower now, which I'm going to be giving away to somebody, and then after that, I had to get everything set back up. I had to get the camera back in here, get everything plugged back in, get everything where I wanted it. The network stability issue was when I moved the USB Wi-Fi adapter to the back of the tower, it wasn't seated properly, so it was kind of loose. So I had to fix that. But everything's good now. So network stability issues should be a thing of the past, because that thing should run faster, actually, than the internal card on my previous tower. So we should be experiencing far less disconnects. Now, our internet service provider is still who they are, and we still have the hardware that we have with them, so things might still be a little funky with that from time to time. But we'll work at that. We'll work with that as needed. But yeah, I got everything plugged back in, and sound is right now. Fixed that, and this computer runs a lot cooler, so it's a lot less. It's a lot cooler in the room as a whole, which is good. And yeah, with that new graphics card, everything is set up to its maximum on the graphics settings, which is great. It really does make a difference. I was able to locate all of my files, like I said. Yeah. And yeah, everything's good. So we're back in business. And we check things out here on the game. I've got my duty officer stuff here. I have been keeping up on this, on the EPOs, and I've been keeping up on my reputation gains. So we're getting closer to the end here. Getting closer. Unlocks at 250,000. We are at... I don't know how much. It doesn't really tell me. Oh, there it is, right there. 225,700. So this brings in 5,000 a day. So we need 25,000. So we need, let's see, so 5,000, 25,000. We need what, 5 of these? Yeah, so 5 more days. Did you seriously disconnect? Seriously? Okay, that wasn't the fob. Stream is disconnected, but it'll come back. Always takes a second to reconnect. Server's not responding either. Yep, everything's disconnecting. What is the deal? Well, we know the drill on this. Be right back. Okay. I've left that open back here just in case I need to get up again. It should be fine. We'll give it a while. See what it does. I moved the wireless fob back up to the front, so I might just have to suffer with being out one USB port up front. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. The only thing that I really need a USB port up front for is if I have to drop something from my phone to my computer. I have a cable for that, which usually lives in my laptop case, because I take it with me to my D&D games so that I can charge my phone off my laptop. And then I've also got, it's got some stuff on it, but there we go. I got my controller for my old games. Game Boy games, NES games, SNES games, the like. Hello, my Christmas was great. Got new computer. I think everything should be stable now and all set up. I hope. So yeah. Let's see what,
Assimilated snowmen are approaching the gates of the Winter Wonderland. They will arrive in 1 minute.
accept. Change instance 24. And yeah, I'll be giving away my old computer. I've already picked who it's going to. But yeah, it's not the greatest computer in the world, but it did well. It served me well for a good number of years. It could use some hardware updates, but it does the job. I mean, you guys saw how it functioned since I started this stream and everything. So it does pretty well. And I don't even know where to set up right now.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge Lane.
Here's good. I'll just bounce back and forth. This spot always is a little weird. Get down here.
Defend the fortress.
Your candy canes are in the wrong spot. Put this down. Switch to the snowblower.
Defend the fortress.
There we go.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge Lane.
So yeah, Christmas was good. Got the computer. Got $100 cash that I still need to figure out what I'm going to spend it on.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge Lanes.
There's a couple of different things that I was looking at getting. So we'll figure it out.
All lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
But yeah. Okay, the caltrops are down. Couldn't tell there was no red, but you can see them all over the place there. But yeah, today is the last day that I need to do this to get the last day of credit, and we can collect the big reward for Q's Winter Wonderland this year, the Tamarian Deep Space Cruiser.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere,
Really
and
looking
Blue
forward to that.
Lozenge Lanes.
Somebody sent me a message.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes. Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Alright. Candy canes.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes. Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
Well, it looks like... I know I shouldn't say it. I know how technology works. I shouldn't jinx it. I should just leave it alone. But I'm going to say the words. It looks like everything's stable now. I think we might be okay. So I'm going to close the thing behind me in a second. Get this next wave to pop.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Okay. Well, that's doing that. That's what I should do. I should replace all of the...
All lanes clear. Defend the
Stuck on the
fortress.
plastic again. In a second. There we go. I should replace all the Star Trek Micro Machines miniatures that I
Snowmen
lost.
are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
That's what I should do. Hair is not cooperating today.
We only wish to lower temperature for all species.
Well, I don't want my temperature lowered.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
Thank you very much. Why are you putting your
Snowmen are coming
caltrops
down
all the way
Blue
over here?
Lozenge lane.
Or over there? If you put his caltrops on top, like right on top of mine, the damage would stack. I don't get it.
All lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
People confuse me. I think on the next wave, I'm going to go hit one of the flanks. Yeah. Looks like the flanks are already active. I thought they didn't start until... I don't know.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Well, I'll hold the devices until it's time to set up for the Queen. And this time I'm going to do it. I'm going to set them up about
Snowmen are coming down Blue
10
Lozenge
seconds from the end of wave 9. That's when I'll pop down there and go set those up. No, I'll stick with the snowblower.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Tonight's dinner will be a chopped steak sub from Casano's. Anyone who watches this later and is not from my local area, Casano's is a local pizza
Snowmen are
chain.
coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
What kind of soup? You just having tomato soup, or are you having some grilled cheese with that? Because you should have some grilled cheese with that. Just the soup.
Snowmen are coming down
Bummer.
Blue Lozenge Lane. Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge Lane.
Let's see, after taking down these guys, yeah, okay. We'll go set up for the queen.
Snowmen are coming down
I think she sets up here, yeah. So, we'll pop that one. That one. Come on, move. And yeah, caltrips. Look at that health bar. Look at it.
All lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
Hosed. And there it is. There it is, the last daily progress. So, go here, go to events. Are we ready? Claim. Da, 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 da. Now, every day that I get the daily progress reward for the rest of the event, I'm going to get 2,500 dilithium ore. Speaking of dilithium, before I open up this crate, let's see. Yep, it is time to refine some dilithium. Good times. And special requisition pack, Tamarian Deep Space Cruiser. Alright, let's give you a good name. Corinthian, Grenadier, Barbarossa. Interesting. Zealand, Rembrandt, Itasca, Mexico, Campania, Marcello, Dawn, Chile, Greece, Claude, Hildebrand, Cleo, Chile again, Invercargill, interesting, Chile, Larissa, Bear, Highlander, Scotia, Triton, Oleander, Baker, Hanseatic, Falcon, Hualaga, Durango, Hayes, Cobblins, Omar, Astuta. Let's see. Let me think. This is a deep space cruiser, which means it should be an engineering type. I know. Let's see. I want to make sure I spell it right. No, I'm not calling it Boom Chicka Cow Cow. It's cute, but no. No, I had a name. Yeah, that's what it's called. So what was the name of that planet? Here we go. Yeah, okay. Eladrel. This is the name of the planet that the Enterprise met the Tamarian ship in the, was that season 5? Yeah. Second episode of season 5 of The Next Generation. The episode titled Darmok. And yeah, the Eladrel was the name of the planet that they met the Tamarians on, and that the Tamarian captain Dathan and Captain Picard were transported to fight against the energy entity down below. So that is the name that we will give it. We'll give it the name of the planet where the first successful contact between the Tamarians and the Federation took place. Because it just makes sense. So, man, now I don't know what to do with myself. I got the ship. Let's go ahead and knock out these endeavors. Ooh, but one of them I want to re-roll. That hard one there. Zenkethi on the ground. That's nasty. So we're going to buy a re-roll token. And we're going to re-roll that one. Hull healing in space. That's easy. That's easy. Healing on the ground, phaser damage on the ground. I know exactly where to go for that. I just go to the Dyson Sphere, of course. Start a duty officer recruitment assignment. Go to the Sol system and beam down to Starfleet Academy, then speak with the personnel officer in the northernmost office to start recruitment assignments. Easy.
Ready to return home already?
Yes. Bye-bye. Goodbye, Q. I'll see you again soon. We will be returning to the Winter Wonderland, because there's still so many things still to collect. But I'm going to go ahead and get these knocked out while I can. Just beam down to Starfleet Academy. Looking like this. It's not a problem. This tower, by the way, it's got like, so the GPU has 2 big fans, just on it alone. Then there's a fan sitting over the heatsink, over the processor, and then the case itself has like 2 fans at the front and 2 fans at the back. So it's got lots of airflow. It's great. All right, where did that say? Northmost office. Okay, so that'll be up here. Personnel officer, yeah. Yeah, I don't, yeah, I figured it was going to be crowded in here because everybody's trying to get this. So, submit request for personnel. Yeah, general recruitment. And there, that's done. Let's go ahead and crack that open. And get 150,000 energy credits, 1,000 dilithium ore, a 50 mark pack, and some R&D materials, which is good. The 50 marks, I'm just going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to take competitive marks because I need to stock up a little bit more on those. All right, now we need to go, let's beam up, go to sector space. Here in a bit, when I take my first recording break, I'll be getting myself a bottle of water because my mouth is so very, very dry. I do want to switch starships for repair hull. I'm going to switch to the Washington because I think, and I'll double check this, but I think repair hull, I think passive hull regeneration counts for that. Repair hull to yourself or allies while in space during combat. Yeah, I mean, it's very vague, so it should work. So I can go to the space battle zone and fight some Undine, and they will do some damage to my my stuff, my hull. I can make sure that they do damage to the hull by stripping off my shields. So let's see, what are we at here? Oh, we're fighting the Voth right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Shields, yeah. Can I please? Thank you. I've done this kind of thing before. Nope. And I can draw fire and hit threatening stance. Yeah, so passive healing is in fact, it is in fact working. So yeah, just that wave alone, I'm already up to 1,000, 2,000. Yeah. So it's nice to see that working. I'm just going to put them away. that thing just got deleted. Accounts. Accounts. So yeah, that's how obnoxious this ship is. I don't have shields, and yet they still can't really reliably hurt me. This build is obnoxious. I wonder, is there another instance? Oh, no, there's not. There's just this one instance. Anything out there that could use some hull repair? No. Are they? Didn't really look like they are. Alright, 3 minutes until the zone resets. So here's what I'm going to do. Look, I can cloak. What's really neat is the way the Borg parts are still clearly visible when you're cloaked. So I'm going to go take care of the ground stuff while I can. So I need to do phaser damage. That's easy. Check my ground traits. Oh, let's see. I've got pistol training. Let's change that out for rifle training. Here we go. And change my equipment. Let's pick up that. I could go with the pulse wave rifle. But I'm not wearing any of the Mako set anymore. So let's go with that one. I do want to change these as well. Sure, why not? Oh, goodness gracious. I just go with that. And change the outfit. Even though I'm not wearing the Mako stuff right now, I'm going to go with the Mako armor. Actually, whoa. That was weird looking. There we go. And we'll go this way. What was that? Oh, swarmers. I do not care about swarmers. There's somebody here. Well, hello. Oh, well, hello. Raid. Hello, all you lovely raiders. It's my first day back. What am I up to today? Well, today, I am right this moment, knocking out these, thank you for the follow, knocking out these, endeavors down here. And then I'm going back to the, Winter Wonderland. I did complete the Winter Wonderland, event today. Going the wrong way. Got the Tamarian ship unlocked, so that was nice. But yeah. Oh, they already got this one. Wow, that was quick, folks. Sheesh. Leave some for the rest of us. But yeah, the Dyson sphere just seemed like the Nice. Yeah, the Dyson Sphere seemed like the place to go to get these endeavors knocked out.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work.
Awesome. That's going to take some time to reset. Well, while that's going on, I guess I'll go back up
Troops inbound.
and get back to work on this space one. Need to repair a bunch of hull. So, hull repair is easy. I just took my shields off. So, sometimes they be like that. Sometimes they go on forever and ever. Nope, there any people at that one. I'm going to try to go to one of these that there's like nobody at. Hold the phone. On the Z. Uh, Now wait a minute. I just looked at that one and there was people there, and now I don't. I'm so confused. Yeah, there's somebody there. What the heck? How about over here? Is there anybody at this? Yep. Klingon device, perhaps? Yes, but also, yes, definitely yes. That's fine. Get some. Oh, got too far away. Yes, give me your torpedoes. Yeah, we'll just set these guys to intercept. And they're doing a really great job of intercepting those torpedoes, aren't they? So the starship combat is what attracts me to Star Trek Online more than anything. So, there were people here, I swear. Where'd they go? I mean, not that I mind. Well, what you should do sometime is sit down in like sector space, so you'll be in a place where you know you're safe. And oh, that's a good hit. Read through all of your abilities, see what they all do. and then that way you'll be able to figure out what to put where and what to activate when. Because yeah, it can be a little daunting at first. Really, why are you targeting that? That's right there. That guy is right there. Target him. Jeez. It is a lot of text, yes. That is often a thing. Can't make me read my own stuff. Yeah. I can't make anybody do anything. I mean, activate the weapon. In a way. I mean, yeah, the tactical stuff is a lot of the tactical abilities are very like point and click. Basically, you just pop off everything, and you don't have to worry about what does what and all that wonderful happy hoo ha. Yeah, if you want to go damage, you want tactical. But yeah, and because that's what this character is. This character is tactical. But I could have easily gone engineering as well. And I do have other characters that are other career paths, of course. Are those Yukawa frigates actually any good? Yeah. A good day to you. But yeah, you can do fantastic damage as any class. It just depends on how you've got things set up. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about Star Trek Online is really anybody can be anything. Any career path can fill any role. Science officers make really good healers. Engineering officers make really good buff and debuff support. Mostly buff. They also make good healers. It depends on what you're trying to heal. Are you trying to heal shields? Are you trying to heal hull? If you're trying to heal hull, you want engineering. If you're trying to heal shields, you want science. And then tactical is just DPS all day long. But really, it's less about what your captain's career path is and more about what your bridge officers can do. That's crazy. Look at those ticks of damage, and it's just like, yeah, that's cute. That's what I should do. I should just sit in these bubbles of ick. What kind of ship do you use? Actually, want to be close to that explosion. There we go. It matters. I'm trying to help. So what I've got, if you just bought it, so you bought the C-Store version. Get into a decent fleet and save up fleet credits. And okay, so yeah, get into a decent fleet and save up fleet credits, and I think it might also require a couple of fleet ship modules, so you have to get a couple of those, but that's doable. And get the fleet Dreadnought Cruiser. It's the exact same as the C-Store version that you get with the T6 ticket, but it's a little bit better. Just a little bit. The fleet ships are usually better than the C-Store versions, but they're also a little bit harder to get to. Because the C-Store ones, I mean, you could just pay for it, and boom, there you go. You got it. The fleet ones, you have to put in a little work. Excuse me a moment. There we go. So here's a good way to take some damage and get some hull healing in. Yeah, it sounds right. Ow. Did not think I was in range. Hey, no, shoot me.
Use Starfleet's tachyon device to destroy the shielding.
Shoot me. Flying through the bubble of ick on purpose. But yes, either way, the Dreadnought Cruiser is it's a fine ship. It should be good for a good DPS output. It depends on your weapon loadouts and your consoles, and of course what abilities your bridge officers have. So if you don't want to have to worry about healing yourself, you want to build up your passive hull healing and your damage resistances, and then you don't have to worry about it. Like with what I've got set up right now, my hull repair rate is 355% per minute, so that's a really high passive hull regeneration. And my damage resistances are, low or high 50 to low 60%. With a 53 defense rating. That's really good. Offensively, my damage output, I mean, you can see the numbers. They speak for themselves. You look at all those. I mean, ignore the immunes, because that's where I'm hitting it. That's not, centered. But yeah, you can see those numbers. Let's see, tactical skill-based stats. Energy weapon training, weapon accuracy, shield penetration. This is where it really matters, is how you set up your your skill points here. I went heavy into engineering because you boost things like your damage control, which is your regeneration, your hull regeneration, your passive hull regeneration. I boosted up the hull plating because that's your damage resistances. I also dumped in a handful of points into science because of. Can I, please? There we go. I wanted the sector space travel speed buff because I hate taking forever to get from one place to another in sector space. And you don't always. I mean, transwarp is a thing. It gets you instantly from one place to another, but it's got like 5 minute cooldown, so it's not always available. So that's why I put the points into science that I did. Engineering also got me the EPS corruption ability, which is it's a really good damage ability, and it comes on the engineering tree. And then you can also dump points into the various points on the tactical trees. This is where you're going to get your damage output increases. So projectile weapon training is going to increase your damage with torpedoes. Energy weapon training is going to increase your damage output with your beam weapons. And then you get targeting expertise, increases your accuracy. The more accurate you are, the more likely you are to hit. The more you hit, the more damage you'll do. Makes sense. Then you've got defensive maneuvering if you want to increase your defensive rating. Then down here you got weapon amplification and weapon specialization. This is your crit damage. So your critical hit rate and your critical severity, the amount of extra damage you get from a crit. Then you got shield penetration and armor or hull penetration. So this just stacks up more damage. And then tactical readiness and coordination protocols. Coordination protocols is great if you're running a hangar or running a carrier as a main, and then tactical readiness is for your the recharge time for your tactical bridge officer abilities, and your tactical bridge officer abilities are where your damage output really comes through. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you want to do. You want to focus on those kinds of things. But yeah, there's if you want help with a build that gets you higher DPS, I recommend. Yeah, every time they do like a major update, there is a possibility that your traits will be reset. So you definitely want to check those every time there's a patch. Check your traits, make sure that they haven't been reset, and if they have, go in and fix those. What is this? Court of Silence. Sometimes it'll just get reset. What is it? Sometimes they'll get reset if you change to a brand new ship. I don't know why. There's a couple of odd little things that'll cause your traits to reset. So I always make sure to check my traits on a regular basis. Like if I notice a significant downtick on my damage output, or if I notice that I'm taking more damage than usual, that's the first place I look, is my traits. Make sure that my traits are all where they're supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Personal traits. Sometimes they just get dumped. So, got to check them. Check them often. It's just a good rule of thumb. Let's get you guys back into the hangar. And I'm going to return to home base. Alright. I'm going to take a recording break here. I smell food. I'm going to see if that's my food. But yeah, I'll take a recording break here, and I'll be back in just a few. So, don't go anywhere. I am coming right back. Just a couple of minutes.